this is a very special group of people, and you are a very special person to attract these women.
Муж, ты слышишь?
I hope my husband hears you.
Yes. So it's amazing. It's like a miracle. Women pay me a lot of money to sit in my office and talk.
We have a wonderful guest today, amazing person who wrote a worldwide bestseller. You must have read it probably, together with your moms or on your own. Maybe your kids read it. The book is called Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus. And this amazing worldwide famous speaker is John Gray.
Now, I'm very happy to be here.
You just had a performance with us, and I would like to ask 5 questions that are really something our audience is thinking about. At the moment, the world is quite not stable. Everything what's happening is quite uneasy. And my first question would be dedicated to why so many people are looking for an inner meaning, the meaning of life, really can't find themselves and are going through an inner crisis.
Well, when I talk about my work, I see everything through a filter of how men and women are similar, but also different. We all want fulfillment in our life. We all have a male and female side. But a man must have more masculine and a little less female, or they lose motivation. So what is the purpose of life? We are fulfilled when we're aligned with our purpose. The male side of us, its purpose is to help. A woman needs to have more female, less masculine. This is biology. Women have to make 10 times more female hormones, or they're not happy. Men need to make 10 times more testosterone. It's simple. If I'm depressed as a man, go out and help somebody. Whenever a man can help someone, his stress will go down. How does he know he's helped someone? If someone appreciates him. Very important. So that's true for women too. They want to help. But so many women, when they come to me, they're very unhappy. And they say, I give and give and give. I don't get back. So what is the purpose for our female side? Is to be happy, to love. This is really the guiding principle. In relationship, how can a woman use a man to be happier? If she's happier, my mission is fulfilled. If I'm the one who helped her to be happy, and if he helps her to be happy, she will be happier. But first, a woman should find some happiness without a man. If she looks to him for everything, he will feel not good enough. Women have many needs beyond needing romance. They need to love themselves. They need to do things they like to do. They need friendships. They need work. Many women will need children. If you don't have a child, you should have a pet. You need to feel I can give love unconditionally. All human beings have many, many needs. I have a successful marriage because I know how to make myself happy. I don't complain. She doesn't make me happy. I first have to be happy. Then I give more to her and she's happier. When a man can help a woman become happier, he can be happier.
Thank you so much. I totally agree with what you say. I do agree with everything. First of all, I've read your book. My second question then, when a woman becomes independent and successful, many men become lazy next to her.
Yeah, it's inevitable. You see, men are like a fireman. There has to be a fire. The alarm goes off. He goes, I can help. I can solve the problem. That's testosterone goes up. So if a woman doesn't feel, I need a man, he waits till she needs him. This is a confusing message for women because you shouldn't need a man to be happy. He will always feel, I cannot be enough. She needs to feel, I need a man to be happier. She has her own life. She has her own job. She's happy. But with the companionship of a man, with the help of a man, she can be happier. Men have no idea what to do. And she has no idea how to motivate him. She has to learn how to explain her needs and know what she needs to be happier. The most important thing I see today to help women be happier is to experience a new kind of emotional support. If you don't need a man primarily for money, why do I need a man? So a man becomes lazy. Just like the firemen sitting around all day waiting for the fire.
Пожарник.
So give him little jobs to do with big rewards.
Но награда будет большая.
And the real need that women have today, their mind doesn't stop thinking about problems. They can't forget it.
Они не могут
They feel stressed.
Они в большом стрессе.
We've now discovered in science
В науке было обнаружено,
that if a woman can talk about
если
her
женщина
feelings, her
может говорить о
frustration,
своих чувствах, своих
her disappointment,
разочарованиях,
her worries, and feelings of embarrassment,
и в том, что ее расстраивает,
if she can talk about that,
если она может проговорить это,
it will lower her stress. The problem is,
проблема в следующем.
when she talks to her husband,
Женщина говорит об этом с своим мужем,
she complains about him. Whenever you make a man the
но
problem,
если вы делаете мужчину проблемой,
he's no longer the solution.
он не становится решением.
Simple logic.
Логика проста.
Women want men to be motivated.
Женщины хотят, чтобы мужчины были мотивированы.
How do you motivate him?
Но как это сделать?
Tell him other problems in your life, not him,
А не о нем. Он не должен быть проблемой.
and give him a job description. Right now, I just need to talk about these other problems. I don't need your solution.
Мне не нужна помощь от тебя.
I don't need you to say anything.
Не говори ничего вообще.
It will only be 10 minutes.
Буквально 10 минут.
And if I can talk without interruption, I'll feel more relaxed and happy. It's the easiest job in the world for a
Самая
man.
простая работа для мужчин. Правильно?
And it's the most important need that women have.
Очень важно, чтобы у женщин такое.
If they can work hard, make money,
Потому
what
что
do I
если
need a
они
man for?
зарабатывают деньги, зачем им нужен мужчина в жизни?
Emotional support.
Эмоциональная поддержка.
And that's the first step.
Это первый шаг.
And then learning romantic skills. When a man takes you somewhere and you're happy,
Приглашает вас куда-то.
entertainment, a little vacation, that will make you even happier. But if you say, honey, I want you to take me to this movie, and the movie's good, that's good, you're happy.
Ну ладно, вы довольны.
But if he picks the movie
Если он выберет кино, на котором
and you're happy,
и вы счастливы,
then he feels, I did that.
он думает, о, это я сделал.
So he feels happier.
Он будет чувствовать,
But that creates a problem. Men really don't know what women want.
мужчина, правда, не знает,
We're
чего хочет
different.
женщина.
So a woman, to create romance,
Для того, чтобы создать
she says,
отношения,
these are 3 movies I'd like to see. You pick.
выбирай.
So then if you like the movie, he feels, yes, I picked the
В таком
movie.
случае кино вам понравилось, а мужчина считает, что он его выбрал.
His testosterone goes up.
Растет.
Men need to feel successful. As a woman,
А женщина
role is to create opportunities
должна
for him to be
создать
successful.
такие возможности.
Don't expect him to know.
Если
It's hard for women
это сложно для женщин,
because romantic, they think, oh, he'll do everything. But that's not reality.
но это в реальности это
And when a man can actually respond with yes
ответить
to your request,
на вашу просьбу,
that's also very romantic.
это очень романтично.
Thank you so much.
Женская мудрость, которой надо учиться.
Female wisdom is what we have to really study.
Мой третий вопрос.
My third question.
В России в том числе
Russia
есть очень много девушек,
has a lot of
которые
women
строят семью
that
рожают
built a
детей
family,
и отдают
give birth to
себя семье,
children, and really devote themselves to the family.
но они чувствуют
However, they feel
себя
that
нереализованными,
they do not realize themselves as a person. They do not find themselves, even though they have a full potential to do
и они
something.
хотят
They want to
реализовываться, но боятся, что этим
really
самым потеряют
show
семью.
themselves, but
Какой
they
совет вы
feel
могли бы
like they can
дать?
lose their family if they do that. What would you advise to these women?
When I was growing up, it was more traditional.
Еще только рос, ситуация была более
My father had a good job.
У моего отца была прекрасная работа,
My mother had 7 children, 6 boys.
6 мальчиков.
I never saw my mother overwhelmed.
И она никогда не была
I never saw my mother stressed.
когда не была в стрессе.
I had a very happy mother.
У меня, правда, была очень счастливая мать.
What she needed from a man
Что ей нужно было от мужчины?
was a man with a good job,
Так это мужчина, у которого была хорошая работа,
a man who never got angry with her
мужчина, который на нее не злился бы,
and had some manners. She was very happy.
и она была очень счастлива.
That's all she needed. It was a different world.
Мир был немножко другим.
Today, everything is so fast. People are so stressed.
Людей много стресса.
And so many women
Многие
are
женщины
at their jobs.
работают.
And so it's not like every day a woman can raise her family and have other women in the neighborhood. You want to raise your children,
Если вы хотите вырастить
but you have to
детей,
do it alone. And the world is no longer safe. In the summertime, my parents would say, go play. I walked to school every day.
я ходила в школу пешком каждый
It was safe. Today, you have to be with your child all the time. You don't have help. Women, when they feel I have help and I have plenty of time, their stress goes down. So the problem for the woman who wants to be with her children, she will always have more stress. So how to lower that stress? When her husband comes home, she needs to talk for at least 10 minutes. Just talk about all the problems. And he can listen if he doesn't feel he's the problem. Most women will complain to their husband. He needs to see that she complains about other things, that he's not the problem. She needs to tell him, I just need to talk. You don't have to say anything. It will only be 10 minutes. And then say to me, I hear you, and give me an 8-second hug. And I will be happier. Every man will do that. Every day he will do that. If he understands, that will help his wife. And women don't know that that actually will help lower their stress. It's a miracle. A woman thinks, I have a problem. We cannot pay that bill. And her mind says, if I can only pay the bill, my stress will go away. So until she can pay the bill, she will be stressed. But God made her different than men. If I cannot pay a bill, I will be stressed until I, in my mind, go, what's my plan? I have to create a plan in my mind to solve the problem. And if I can solve the problem in my mind with a plan, my stress goes away. Now, for a woman, that doesn't work. For a woman, she's designed by her brain, by her hormones. And feeling unhappy and stressed is a hormone being produced in your body. How to turn off that hormone and relax. I can't pay the bill. And certainly if I had the money to pay the bill, the problem is gone. But life will always have problems. There's no such thing as no problems. So for her, she's thinking, we have to solve the problem. Solving problems makes masculine hormones. Women only feel stressed when they don't make enough female hormones. Anytime a woman is stressed, she's not making enough estrogen. If she can talk about what's bothering her, and somebody listens, hears her, her estrogen will go up, her stress will go down, and this big problem is no longer such a big problem. And in that situation, she could feel patience, and she can also feel love. She can feel life is not perfect, but it's more than good enough. This is female wisdom. A wise woman doesn't demand perfection in order to be happy. Female wisdom is also being able to use a man to get what she needs. Women have done it for thousands of years. If there's enemies, she tell her husband, go fight the battle. Men say, okay, I will do. She can stay home. It's female wisdom. How to motivate a man.
Муж, ты слышишь?
I hope my husband hears you.
Yes. So, but what motivates a man is a woman has a need and he has the solution. Now today, a lot of people are sick, health. During the pandemic, so many people were sick. The only people that got sick had low vitamin D. Nobody, if you have enough vitamin D, you don't get sick. It was like a little cold. No big deal. Those people who got sick didn't know that I need more sunshine. If you don't know what you need, you will be sick. And what I'm saying is that women today, they don't know what they need.
часто не знают, что им нужно.
They think they do,
Они думают, что они знают.
a lot of complaints,
Многие жалуются.
but what they really need
Что им действительно нужно,
is to be able to talk
это
about what's bothering them
говорить, что им беспокоит,
without interruption
чтобы их не перебивали,
with someone who loves her,
с кем-то, кто их
who cares,
кому не всё равно,
who feels compassion.
кто чувствует.
And it only takes 10 minutes if it's done every day. It's amazing. It's like a miracle.
Потрясающе, работает как чудо.
Just like the people who had sunshine,
Как будто
didn't get sick.
на солнышко, и ты не заболеешь.
something happens when a woman can talk about her feelings. And this is a new skill. This is,
Это новая навык.
no one ever knew this before.
Даже никто об этом не знал раньше.
And today, no one's ever taught this.
Об этом даже не говорят особо.
And
Никто
yet,
не учит.
there's a huge industry in America and around the world.
Большая индустрия в Америке, по всему миру.
Women pay me a lot of money to sit in my office
Платят мне
and talk.
просто посидеть со мной, поговорить. У меня в офисе.
All I have to do is ask questions. She talks.
Мне нужно только послушать ее, задать вопросы.
Automatically, she will feel better when she
И
leaves.
автоматически ей становится проще.
That is something I'm going to implement in my life straight off as of today with my husband.
Спасибо.
Thank you so, so much.
Мой четвертый вопрос.
My fourth question.
Какое главное качество в
What
21 веке
is
женщины?
the main quality a woman should have in the 21st century?
This is a very special time. In ancient, even back to 1950 or 1900, the woman's quality was love. She loves her children. She loves her husband. She's grateful for her husband. She's spiritual. She believes in God. A major source of stress today is they have no experience of God. When you feel I have help, you always make female hormones. Very powerful. So many women, they have no spiritual experience. They feel alone. They feel I have to do everything myself. I can't depend on others. It's easier to do myself. And it is. It's easier to do everything yourself. Women need to feel man does things for her. And today, everything's so easy. People do things for us. It makes women more stressed if the man's not doing things for her. She's even more stressed if she's doing so much for herself. See, my mother wanted to be a mother. And how can you be a mother and she wanted 7 children? That takes a lot of time and energy. You have no time to go make money. So my father had a good job. He was happy to make money. So it's the best of both worlds. Then when the kids grew up to school, I remember my mother coming and saying, well, now that all the children are in school, I'm planning to start my own business. Does that feel okay for you? It was very sweet. I go, I don't care, Mom. But she wanted to let them know that now she was not going to be there all the time. And that allows a woman to go to a higher level of happiness. Women have the great fortune today to be more independent, to have a work, to have a job. That's also fulfilling. It supports her masculine side. She is very unhappy. It's the balance of her having masculine and feminine. That's going to create the greatest happiness for women. The balance for women is to have a job and to raise her children and do both. And as your children need you less, you have more time to work. Now, one of the challenges, as I teach in Russia, is over 50 million Russian men died in the last century. Huge tragedy.
It's true.
Huge tragedy. And I have to say, a little politics. Americans all think they won World War II. The Russians won World War II. The Russians are the great heroes that created peace. And during that time, in the war, in the previous revolution, 50 to 70 million people, particularly men, died. So that left a lot of women, mothers, without a man. So Russian women learned to be very independent. And they learned to be strong and tough ambitious, because you have to. And for strong women, the hardest thing is to ask for help. But it's the only way a man can be motivated. So that's what romance is learning to ask a man.
Thank you so much for this. That is really true. Russian women are very strong. And we do miss the easiness in a relationship. One of my last questions. Did you like it? We hope to see you again.
I think this is my favorite audience I've ever spoken to.
Любимая аудитория из всех, перед которыми я выступал.
They are amazing women. They're still soft. And you've given them an opportunity to be independent. You've given them an opportunity to do something. It's not really hard work. It's an easy job. It allows women to express their wisdom. Anytime a woman is expressing wisdom, she's not stressed. And that's femininity. Anytime a man is feeling compassion, I want to help, I need it, let me solve the problem. When he has compassion in his life, then he has real power. Traditionally, around the world, there's a saying, behind every man is an amazing woman. Now we say, beside every man is an amazing woman. It's a woman's love that makes a man great. Men who are not loved by a woman live for themselves. They're selfish. They have addiction. They have so many problems. Women can be happy without a man. But to be happier, a man can be useful. Men cannot live without a woman. We cannot open our heart unless we have a woman in our life. Women have such great value to men. She has no idea of the power of her love to bring out the best in a man. Today, there's so many selfish men. It's primarily because they grew up without mother and father. Without the support of a man, a woman is usually too far on her male side. Her estrogen is low. Her stress is high. And it's only when a little boy grows up and his mother is happy that he can awaken his potential to be a loving person. I've taught many years in prisons. The most dysfunctional men are in jail. All of them had violence in the home where the woman did not feel safe. When a woman does not feel safe, her heart cannot open. It's only when a mother's heart is open that a boy can feel successful. If his mother is unhappy, he feels, I want to make my mother happy. But if she cannot be happy, he feels he's failed. His heart closes. So many men, their heart is closed. All they need is a woman to use him to become happier, and he can undo the healing, the pain of the past. Men can change just like that. But they have to have a woman who knows how to bring out the best in him. People are so discouraged today about marriage. In America, they say, oh, half the couples get divorced. And I say, half the couples have a great marriage. Half of the married people, they live longer. This is proven. They're happier. And they're healthier. This is facts. Marriage makes you live longer. happier,
Разные исследования.
and healthier.
Брак дает все эти возможности.
And half of the people get to have that.
50% брака.
And the ones who don't get that,
Если, конечно, так не срослось,
they just don't know how to have relationships.
люди даже не знают, как строить отношения,
They don't understand how to make it work.
как делать так, чтобы это работало.
So that's the great hope.
Но у нас есть надежда.
Браво.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank
Thank you. Это было потрясающе.
That was amazing. Thank you so, so much.